Welcome to the Bitcoin Transition. Bitcoin Essentials Course Module 9, Lesson 1. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. This course is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Pause the video here if you'd like to read the full disclaimer in detail. The future of hyperbitcoinization. What is hyperbitcoinization? 1. Definition and concept. Hyperbitcoinization is the process by which Bitcoin becomes the primary global currency, replacing fiat money. As fiat currencies continue to fail due to inflation and government mismanagement, individuals and businesses will increasingly adopt Bitcoin. Governments may be forced to adopt Bitcoin as a reserve asset or legal tender to remain competitive. How hyperbitcoinization unfolds. Let's walk through the stages of hyperbitcoinization, the journey from fringe innovation to global monetary revolution. Stage 1 is early adoption, and it's where we are right now. Bitcoin is primarily used as a store of value. People buy it to save, protect against inflation, or opt out of a broken financial system. Adoption is still niche, led by forward-thinking individuals, freedom advocates, and communities who understand the importance of hard money. Stage 2 is when Bitcoin becomes a true medium of exchange. This is where we start to see circular economies develop, entire communities and businesses transacting in Bitcoin daily. People earn in Bitcoin, spend in Bitcoin, and local economies begin operating independently of fiat rails. Stage 3 is the shift to Bitcoin as a unit of account. At this stage, Bitcoin isn't just what we use, it's how we measure value. Goods and services are priced in sats, not dollars or pounds. Inflation becomes irrelevant, and economic stability returns as Bitcoin becomes the reference point for pricing. And stage 4. That's the Bitcoin standard. Fiat currencies collapse under the weight of unsustainable debt and inflation. Bitcoin steps in as the dominant global monetary system, borderless, decentralized, and incorruptible. At this point, hyperbitcoinization isn't theory, it's reality. Historical parallels to monetary transitions. Throughout history, money has evolved, not by decree, but by necessity. First came gold. In the early days, barter was the norm, exchanging goods for goods. But barter was inefficient. You needed a double coincidence of wants. I had to want what you had, and you had to want what I had. Gold solved that problem. It was scarce, durable, and universally recognized. It became the chosen medium of exchange, and over time, entire civilizations anchored their economies to gold-backed money. Then came fiat. In the 20th century, governments began severing the link between money and gold. What began as paper claims to gold slowly morphed into unbacked currency, created at will by central banks. Fiat money gave governments the power to print endlessly, fueling debt, inflation, and boom-bust cycles. The gold standard was abandoned, and with it, monetary discipline was lost. Now comes Bitcoin. In the digital age, Bitcoin emerges as the next step in monetary evolution, a return to sound money, but this time in digital form. It's scarce like gold, but more portable, divisible, and resistant to seizure. It's not controlled by any government, and it can't be inflated away. As trust in fiat erodes, Bitcoin stands ready, the next logical chapter in the story of money. If you're finding this valuable, you'll love the full Bitcoin Essentials course, completely free, over at thebitcointransition.org. Inside, you'll get structured lessons, downloadable resources, bonus content, and everything you need to start living on a Bitcoin standard. Head to thebitcointransition.org and get started today for free.